The global financial landscape just took a seismic shift, and at the center of it all is the Iraqi dinar. This is not hype or hearsay. This is the confirmation many have waited years for. The revaluation of the Iraqi currency is now official, sending shockwaves through international markets and fulfilling a promise long discussed and debated. For those who've held on to hope and IQD, this could be a once-in-a-lifetime transformation of wealth and opportunity. You're watching Iraqi Dinar News, where we're bringing you the truth behind this momentous breakthrough. Stick with us as we break down all the details of this historic revaluation and what it means for the future of Iraq and for you. The buzz is real and the rate is now confirmed. As of current date in the USA, the Iraqi dinar is officially trading at $3.92 per note. Former Prime Minister Sudani has followed through with decisive leadership, and now licensed exchange centers are processing transactions at this verified rate. For anyone holding Iraqi currency, this isn't just a headline, it's a life-altering development. Think about it. Holding 100,000 IQD means you now have access to $392,000, 0 cents. And if you've got 1 million dinar, you're looking at a staggering $3,920,000, 0 cents in value. This isn't an adjustment, it's a monumental leap in global currency parity. What once seemed like a long-shot investment is now being redeemed in full. Redemption and exchange centers, both within Iraq and internationally, are now confirming and executing these exchanges. The implementation has surprised even seasoned insiders due to its speed and clarity. There are no tiered groups, no elusive VIP access, just a straight $3.92 rate available to the public at licensed centers. That transparency is what's reinforcing confidence across the globe. Former President Sudani's bold economic policies, consistent cooperation with the Central Bank of Iraq, and tireless international diplomacy were pivotal in this outcome. His commitment to recalibrating the Iraqi economy and giving the dinar its rightful place on the world stage has now paid off. Iraq is no longer operating as a struggling, oil-dependent economy. It's rising with currency power that now rivals many developed nations. This revaluation is Iraq's reintroduction to the global financial community. With strength, transparency, and vision, exchange centers have begun processing redemptions in organized stages. Appointments are being honored first, while walk-ins may face delays or be turned away if capacity is reached. The process is structured and efficient. Bring your government-issued ID and valid IQD notes, and the staff will verify your currency and issue your payment at the full, real-time rate of $3.92. No games, no partial payments, just clear, direct exchanges. Early feedback from participants has been overwhelmingly positive. People are walking out with full payments and renewed financial hope. Now let's break it down even further. If you're holding 500,000 IQD, that translates to $1,960,000, 0 cents at today's rate. Even smaller holders, say someone with 50,000 dinar, are now looking at a windfall of $196,000, 0 cents. For many, this isn't just about wealth. It's about possibility. This could mean clearing debt, buying a home, funding a business, or securing education for future generations. The opportunity is enormous, but so is the responsibility. That's why financial experts are advising all participants to consult with professionals before acting. With sudden wealth comes new decisions. How much do you keep liquid? How much should be invested? What steps should you take to protect your new assets from risk? These are critical questions. Jumping into lavish purchases might feel tempting, but strategic planning can turn this into long-term prosperity instead of a short-term high. Amid the excitement, one issue cannot be ignored: security. As the news spreads, so too does the potential for scams. Already there are unverified individuals and shady outfits claiming to offer special rates or exclusive deals. Don't fall for it. If someone is promising a rate above $3.92, especially through unofficial channels, it's likely a trap. Stick with licensed exchange points. Never give away your information unless you're certain of who you're dealing with. This is a rare financial window. Don't let someone else steal it from you. This is not just a win for currency holders. It's a defining moment for Iraq's economic evolution. The country has spent years cleaning up its fiscal structure, building trade relationships, boosting IMF reserves by over 50%, and improving oil revenue management. That work was the foundation for today's breakthrough. With the dinar now recognized at this powerful rate, Iraq isn't just stabilizing, it's climbing. Foreign investors are watching carefully. Central banks from across the globe are taking notice. As governments diversify their reserves, the Iraqi dinar is now being viewed as a serious, stable option. That kind of international attention adds legitimacy and staying power to the revaluation. As more banks and institutions start holding IQD, its value only becomes more stable. This is especially emotional for those who've held dinar for years, sometimes more than a decade. You've seen the hype, the letdowns, the policy shifts, and the endless waiting. But now, patience is being rewarded. $3.92 is no longer a theory. It's a tangible figure and it's available to you. Embrace the moment. Be proud, but also stay grounded. What you do next matters more than ever. The people of Iraq are celebrating in ways that go far beyond currency charts. This revaluation brings the promise of stronger wages, more affordable imports, improved infrastructure, and public services that can finally be funded and expanded. Small businesses are expected to thrive. Large-scale projects that once stalled due to budget constraints are moving forward. The dinar's strength is triggering a chain reaction of development and national confidence. This global shift in how Iraq is perceived is just beginning, and you're right here at the heart of it. As this rollout continues, international reaction has been surprisingly swift. Financial analysts and economists are calling this one of the most historic currency resets in modern times. The Iraqi dinar has gone from an overlooked regional note to a credible global asset in a matter of days, and as this trend accelerates, so too does the value of holding IQD at the front end of the curve. Many are wondering if the $3.92 rate could climb even higher. According to verified sources at exchange centers and within Iraq's financial oversight bodies, $3.92 is the officially confirmed rate. While there may be speculation about future fluctuations or upward revisions, there are currently no formal announcements suggesting a higher rate in the immediate future. It's important not to get distracted by online noise or unverified forecasts. The reality is this: $3.92 is already a major leap, more than double what most analysts had anticipated. The government's priority now is stability, not volatility. A strong, steady dinar allows for sustainable economic growth, better international relations, and secure investments for all holders. Let's move to another serious aspect: taxes. Currency gains are not exempt from tax laws in many regions. Depending on your country and local jurisdiction, exchanging your IQD may come with tax implications. In the United States, for instance, currency conversion gains might be classified as capital gains or subject to other IRS reporting requirements. You may need to file specific forms and report your full exchange value. Skipping this step or assuming it doesn't apply could lead to complications. That's why you should speak with a certified tax professional who understands currency regulations. A little planning now could save you thousands or even millions in the future. Now, let's talk geography. This revaluation is not just affecting citizens inside Iraq. Exchange centers in key international cities have already activated. IQD holders in the United States, Canada, parts of Europe, Australia, and Asia are beginning to report successful redemptions. Not every region is ready at the same pace, though. Some centers are operating by appointment only. Others are still finalizing operational logistics. If your local center hasn't opened yet, don't panic. Call ahead, check their website, and wait for their green light. The revaluation isn't going anywhere. The infrastructure is growing daily. You don't have to be first. You just have to be smart. While excitement is high, discretion is your best defense. In moments like these, sharing screenshots, posting exchange receipts online, or discussing your payout can invite the wrong kind of attention. This is not the time to flaunt your wealth, it's the time to protect it. Keep your exchange documentation secure, share information only with trusted advisors, and never reveal how much currency you hold, especially on public platforms. Remember, the people who make it through financial transitions successfully are often the ones who stay low-key and methodical. Another crucial step is post-exchange planning. If you haven't already, connect with a licensed financial advisor or CPA who understands windfall events and currency conversions. They can help you allocate your new funds, build a wealth strategy, and protect your assets through legal and tax-efficient methods. Whether you want to invest, donate, expand a business, or build generational wealth, this is the time to think clearly. The goal here is not just to become rich, but to stay wealthy, securely and sustainably. On a broader scale, Iraq is now rewriting its story. For decades, its image was tied to war, sanctions, and political instability, but this revaluation is the turning point. Iraq is no longer being viewed solely as a nation recovering from hardship. It's now gaining recognition as an emerging economic power with strategic oil partnerships, vast untapped potential, and a currency that commands respect. Trade deals that were previously on hold are being reactivated. Foreign investment interest is climbing. In short, the world is watching, and it's taking Iraq seriously. This new perception will have cascading benefits. As the dinar stabilizes and remains strong, Iraq's international creditworthiness improves. This opens the door to better financing, infrastructure upgrades, and regional partnerships that weren't viable before. These are not vague hopes. They're tangible steps in progress, and at the foundation of it all is a population that's ready to move forward. Iraqi citizens now have the potential for stronger incomes, more purchasing power, and access to improved public services. Now, if you're one of the early IQD holders who held firm during the toughest times, this is your moment. You've heard every delay, endured every rumor, and probably questioned more than once whether this day would ever come. But you stayed in. You believed. And now, that belief is being rewarded. The $3.92 rate is real, it's being honored, and the lines at exchange centers are proof that this is no longer a theory. It's the reality, and your patience helped bring it to life. So what happens next? Stay connected. Follow reputable sources like Iraqi Dinar News. We'll continue to track every update, announcement, and financial shift that impacts IQD holders. This story is still developing, and you need real-time, fact-based insights to make the best decisions. Avoid hype channels. Don't follow every rumor. Stick with information that's grounded in facts and confirmed by trusted sources. As always, be smart, stay prepared, and take your time. You've waited this long. Don't rush through the most important part. Let this be the beginning of your financial transformation, not just the highlight. And if you've already exchanged, congratulations. If you're waiting for your center to open, stay patient. You're not far behind. The revaluation is here. It's real, and it's reshaping the financial future for countless individuals and for an entire nation. What was once called a dream is now unfolding before our eyes, and the best part? This is just the beginning.